All right, I figured I'd make a quick little video showing you what I'm doing to be, I guess, in compliant for racing at a track if you relocate your batteries in your C5. I'm guessing all Corvettes, but I have a C5 Z06 2002. I have batteries in the trunk. This is a real high compression motor, so I have a standard starting battery. This is the AGM battery, 1150 cranking amps. You'd think with a high torque starter and all that, it'd be able to start this motor, but it can't. So it's also paired with a Super Bank SB 534. This is also by XS Power. This is a capacitor style battery, ultra capacitor. So this has the ability to dump 10,000 amps. So when I'm hitting that key, the motor just turns right over. So they're paired in conjunction. Obviously, you see I have one of the wires off. This one goes here, over to that. But what I'm doing is installing a system to cut the battery. So once you have put your batteries in the trunk, you need, if you're racing at a track, most tracks are requiring this these days, you have to have a external power cutoff that is accessible from outside of the car. So event of emergency, a crash, the life support people know they could run over and kill the power to the car, especially if there's a fire, fuel pumps are still running, pushing fuel, they could shut power off to the entire car. So what I have done, what I'm in the process of doing, but I wanted to show you this before I buttoned everything up, is I have a switch with a rod. I built this, I guess, firewall, whatever you want to call it, that allows me to kind of cover up the batteries. And I put a linear bearing because I'm punched through the firewall or through the back bumper. And I know you won't be able to see this that well. Let me open this up a little bit. A linear bearing, that's a shaft bearing right there. That's one of these. So what these bearings do, they go on the shaft. It's a 13 millimeter shaft, and it gives it some support. So when I'm pushing this in and out, I'm not just tweaking on the fiberglass and stuff and wrenching on it. And the handle's going to come out right here, and the way everything's adjusted, it will be kind of tucked back when it's off. Then it's a pull. I'm sorry, when everything's on, then it's a pull to shut everything off. So yeah, that's just a quick little rundown on it. Let me button everything up and I'll show you how it comes out. All right, so now everything's kind of put back together. So I still don't have the power wires jumped up through this makeshift firewall, but so what's going to happen is I'll drill through, run the two power wires here. Then I have this box I've bolted everything down through. I put thread certs into this. Then I have this cover here. That way nothing's exposed. I still, like to daily drive this car, and I don't want wires exposed, but that will bolt all down. Actually have a little brush thing, I don't know what you want to call it, that I kind of want to put over that hole. It's one of those things, it's like a wire hider. I don't know. Indecisive if you want to do all that. Maybe I'm just splitting hairs. I was going to bend it, cover that hole. The hole is offset like that on purpose, because watch as I push this in. See how the thing moves in to close the latch? And this, obviously I don't have bolted down yet, but yeah, so the handle's out. It's pretty rigid. So that would be in running condition. That would be power off. So I think that's a clean way to do it. Also keeps you in compliance so you can race at tracks. Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comments below. And I'm more than happy to kind of answer some questions on how I set this up. If you need part numbers or whatever, if you're trying to copy something similar, just let me know. Thank you.